Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, man. Robert Garcia says Paulie Malignaggi shouldn't be fired for what he said on IFL TV, but I do think it was a combination of things. But let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. I'll put that podcast link in the description. I think, was it his son? It's got a podcast or whatever. I guess Ellie Setback inspired them to do it. And it shouldn't be surprised, bro. I mean, you know, had Paulie been a black guy and he said that the black fighters were the dominant fighters, and let's say 4 white people got killed by police brutality, he said, well, white people got it easy in this country, and, you know, they cry about stuff too much. Oh, it's no racial oppression going on, systematic oppression going on. What Robert Garcia would have said, he would have kept his job. No, you know what I'm saying? But it's Robert Garcia's, you know, prerogative. I still think he's one of the best coaches in the game. I'm not going to basically sugarcoat a lie about that. But at the end of the day, we know it's been, you know, it's been a lot of, you know, racial incidents with them. You know what I'm saying? From, you know, shit, they had Alex Ariza kicked Freddie Roach. This is Sparta over there in China. Also, you go on and you look at, you know, when Adrian called Mikey Mickey, and then, you know, Mikey responded with a picture of Donkey Kong calling him a monkey, excuse me. But, you know, basically he agreeing that Paulie saying that the white fighter, the Eastern European fighter, is the dominant fighter in boxing, which we all know they have never dominated boxing one day. Let's keep it real. They have great fighters. They had good fighters. They got Hall of Fame fighters. They got bad fighters like any other race. But, you know, we know what it is. You talking about the 50s and 60s, whatever it was. Nigga, Sugar Ray Robinson, always Jack Johnson. You just go on and talk about the dominant fighters. It's always been, you know, a fighter from America. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, you got some really good fighters from Africa, you know, China, you know, Japan. You got good fighters from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They tend to be more dominant in America because most fighters have to be in America in a major market to get that cachet or to get their flowers. But, you know, I didn't agree with nothing he said, but do I think those comments should have got Paulie Malignaggi fired myself? I wasn't calling for his job. It didn't bother me. I didn't listen to them. After they did this, Raul Marquez and whoever he was on with did Adonis Stevenson and the Goldsvik fight, and they was, you know, cock riding the Goldsvik, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't even a house fighter, and they was rooting for him. And then you had the situation, and then good for him, he retired by Perturbia for all that shit they did after the Adonis Stevenson fight. And then you had the same night, you have Wilder and Fury, and they were sitting there, dick sucking Wilder, you know, Paulie Malignaggi. I mean, dick sucking Fury. So, you know, at the end of the day, I didn't listen to him. It didn't bother me if Paulie was fired or not. I don't think no black person was arguing or they was lobbying for Paulie to be fired after what he said. You know what I'm saying? Or the IFL TV. You know what I'm saying? He's, you know, nobody. I didn't get bothered by, you know. As far as I didn't ask for his job, you know, I was like, you know, Eastern European fighter ain't never been a dominant fighter. Well, even now, what is you talking about, man? Lomachenko lost to a cab driver, in some people's opinion. I love Slido. You know, Golovkin, you know, he dropped Danny Jacobs, and Danny Jacobs, man, he ain't one of the 20, 30, 50 best fighters in America. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't even knock out Canelo Alvarez, who didn't have no stamina. So, who are these fighters he talking about? Berturbia just getting started. He about the most dominant as you get. You know, Beaver looked like trash versus Chilumba. So who talking about? Tyson Fury? Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. But if he's so dominant, he got dropped by Steve Cunningham. So, I mean, what are these dominant fighters you talking about? You know, who's dominating 47? It's black fighters. Who dominate 54? Black fighters. 60, Golovkin don't want to see Charlo. So how's he dominating? Charlo got more deficiencies than a broke down furnace. So the only person you can talk about dominating the division is, you know, Arthur Berturbia or Better BF. Tyson Fury still got to see AJ to dominate it. So, I mean, where is the dominant fighter? Lomachenko still got to see Teofimo Lopez, which I heard that's definitely going to happen. So, well, so who? You talking about 26? Who dominated? It ain't Carl Frampton or 30. It ain't Carl Frampton. Carl Frampton can't beat Shakur. He can't beat Miguel Burchett. 126, who dominated? King Tug just got his ass whooped. Go down there with Chocolito and them, who? Like, where is this great dominant European fighter at? That was my thing about it. But we already know, man, people don't understand. Paulie run over to the UK and he sucked they fucking fighters' cock, and then, you know what I'm saying, he downrated our fighters. He's an imposter. He's a stone cold racist. Now, what kind of got under my skin when it was revealed when Paulie was basically saying Ahmaud Arbery deserved what he got? Now, at that point, you deserve to be fired. Oh, there's no systematic oppression. Black people got it good in this country, and this, that, and the third. How do we got it good in this country? Tell me that. Our schools are shit. We have never been paid for building this country. Most of us got dragged here against our will. We don't know where our true ancestry come from, right? So get out of here. The police continue to kill us. You know what I'm saying? So get out of here, bro. With all that, well, oh, we got it good, this, that, and the third. That's what he deserved to be fired for. When you make comments or racial insensitive comments, and then Showtime was still willing to let him stay. If he apologized, you got to give it to him. That's Viacom. Viacom was still willing to let Nick Cannon stay. If Nick Cannon apologized, right? So with Robert Garcia, it doesn't surprise me. It's been a lot of smoke over in that camp that they was racist. When Dante ran down on them and asked them about the thing, oh, I didn't see anything. Man, come on, we know they racist, bro. Come on, how many black fighters you see in that gym? You see Brazilians, you see Mexicans, you see whites, you see Argentines. You don't see no brothers in that gym. We know what they're about. All the little, like, kind of the racial undertones or racial overtone things they said on Ellie Setback channel and all that. I ain't trying to hear that. Always picking the Mexican fighter no matter what. I ain't trying to hear that, bro. We know what Robert Garcia about. Of course, he said he shouldn't be fired. It doesn't surprise me. You know, in Oxnard, California, how many black people walking around there? Not too many. You know what I'm saying? So he's just going into the incidents that he had before, the water bottle with Lil Wayne and hitting Lil Wayne and all that type of shit, man. It is what it is. We know what they're about. We know that they're racist. And that's just what it is, you know. I respect them, you know, for the work that they do in the corner. And I respect, you know, the fighters that they rebuild and they help train and all that. But it don't surprise me. It don't. I'm not sure where Oxnard is at. Is that close to Southern California? I understand that in Southern California, especially in East LA, there's a huge gap between brown and black. You know, but you know, we always told to stop crying and stick out, or you just doing this. But then again, when you put them in our position, you feel what I'm saying? You know, when you put these others in the position that we in, you know, just a little bit of pressure. You know what I'm saying? They want to kill themselves. They want to hang themselves. They want to jump off of a bridge and all that stuff. So, you know what it is, man. But it don't surprise me. You know, Paulie was, you know, at one point good at his job. It doesn't matter. You know, what did he miss? 150,000 people watching, you know, the last show. It makes me no difference. It makes me no difference. If they wanted to keep Paulie and, you know, or not keep Paulie, so be it. Robert Garcia is entitled to his opinion as far as it's just boxing, as far as, you know, I like the job that he do, but we know what it is. We know that he racist. He been saying a lot of shit like that. Go look at his track record. You know, of course he gonna support another racist in Paulie Malignaggi. Paulie Malignaggi is a racist. It don't take too many. Look at the neighborhood he grew up in, Brooklyn. It was the racist neighborhood. Or he helps Richardson Hitchens and he helped, man, Paulie Malignaggi up front. Paulie don't like black people. We know it. We can tell. He didn't apologize. I can respect him from that aspect. He stood his power. He believed what he believed. He didn't say was wrong. So be it. But what he do got to recognize is by 70% of those fighters that he called the fights on Saturday night is black. Now, did any of them, you know, go over there and call and ask for Paulie Malignaggi's job? Not to my knowledge, but Wilder. But it don't shock me none that Robert, you know, is gonna ride with Paulie. You know, I don't look at none of these dudes as social justice heroes. But I just thought Paulie had just switched up too much. That was my whole thing. But I never called for Paulie's job for that IFL TV interview. But some of the things he said on his social media about, you know, Ahmaud Arbery deserving to get killed. And it was another dude that has a YouTube channel that said that George Floyd deserved to get killed. And you know, he's a don't know what the fuck he is, Mexican or Puerto Rican, but he was arguing with Ishe Smith, and I just look at people, and I don't pay them dudes no attention. Ishe shouldn't have wasted his time trying to articulate things. If they don't understand it by watching it, it is what it is. I just know when you put them in our position, they crumble. When you put white people in Brown and all the people, just a little bit of pressure that we under, they crumble. But hey, it is what it is, man. Let me know what you guys think. It don't shock me about Robert at all. You know what I'm saying? Agreeing with Paulie said, you a Mexican fighter, so you saying that the Eastern European fighter is the dominant fighter, Robert, is hilarious to me. But maybe he didn't understand what he said in this context, or maybe he just said he's just speaking his truth or whatever it is. But it is what it is. Some of the things they said about over there, they said this other little stuff over the years, man. So hey, it is what it is, man. Let me know what you guys think with Robert agreeing to Paulie. I'm not gonna get too Afrocentric and black. I ain't doing that no more. So let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business questions, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Other than that, man, want to make a donation, Cash App, PayPal, description. Let me know what you guys think. One time we go.